what's up? This is AppleInvestigator here, and today I will be bringing you a speed test comparison of the iPod Touch 5th generation and the brand new iPad mini. The iPod Touch is the 64GB blue model, and the iPad mini, as you can see, is the black and slate with a 16GB memory capacity configuration. So the first thing that I'm going to do is I'm going to be doing a boot test to see which device is able to power up the quickest. Before I begin though, I'm going to close all apps on both devices to ensure that the memory cache is cleared for both devices so that we are fair. Just finish up there on the iPad mini, and I'm going to power down both devices here. Okay, both devices have been powered off. So in 3, 2, 1. I got those to come on at exactly the same time, which is good. We'll see which one is able to come out on top. I will note both of the devices have a very quick boot time, usually under 25 to 30 seconds, which is really great. The iPad mini has booted, and about 3 or 4 seconds later, the iPod Touch was booted. But that was probably due to the fact that it is loaded up with some music and some apps, unlike the iPad mini, which I just got yesterday, so I don't have as much stuff on it. Alright, so that's the boot test, and the iPad mini won that one. The next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to test Siri Performance to see which device is able to load a website the fastest. So I have the New York Times booting up there, and on the iPad mini it is finished, and on the iPod Touch it is still coming. Come on. And it is finished. The iPad mini was able to outduel the iPod on the first website test. The next website I'm going to test though is Engadget.com. They have a mobile site for the iPod and iPhone, and it will load up the regular site that you would get on your computer on the iPad mini. So in 3, 2, 1, go. It's like the iPad mini has come out, and the iPod Touch actually finished a little bit before the iPad mini there. Let's try a site like TiesIPhoneHelp.com. 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 So in 3, 2, 1, go. Both of these devices will load up a full website version of his site. He doesn't have a mobile version. The iPad mini has almost finished, and it is finished now, and the iPod Touch has finished as well. So both devices loaded up that website at almost the same speed. Alright, let's go back home here, and the last thing I'm going to test out before we leave this video is Siri Performance. So I'm going to ask Siri the same question on both devices at the same time. So let's ask it a question like, who won the Clippers game last night? Did the Clippers win last night? The iPod Touch clearly outran the iPad mini there, which is still loading for some weird reason. There we go. That was a big margin of difference there. The iPod Touch, that could be because of lag servers or something at Apple's end. Let's try something like, what's the temperature outside? What is the temperature outside?
It's 5 degrees right now.
There the iPod Touch came out a little bit in front once again. The final thing I'm going to ask Siri is, let's ask, what is the tallest building in the world? What is the tallest building in the world? iPad mini has finished and the iPod Touch has finished. So both devices load stuff up at relatively the same pace. Siri test was interesting. One side went to the iPad, one to the iPod. It all depends on, probably it ultimately comes down to what I have loaded onto the iPod, the content. But both devices are running the dual-core A5 chip, so the results are expected to be very similar. So that's it for this video, guys. If you liked it, please like it on YouTube, subscribe to my channel, Apple Investigator, and visit my blog at appleinvestigator.blogspot.com. Thank you.